these narratives are being created by organizations that are effectively funded by a CIA agency. They are then being fed to the media outlets that, as I have said, act as an extension of those intelligence agencies.
We are no cure but our own disease. We, the walking target, media, the loaded gun. Pow. Hit piece on actual journalists who hold truth before their tongue. Emancipation, exaggeration, just how free have we become? Oxymorons, an oxycontin, desperate dealer on the corner, run out of business by CVS, medical professional with license to kill. Literal opiate of the masses, different rules for different classes of people of Mexico, Coca-Cola cartel incorporation. The execution of honest women stoned with an Israeli bullet. So-called revolutionaries stoned and sedated, only active in this metaverse, dead to this world, this hologram, this illusion. I began to hallucinate and saw reality without its mask, society without its mask. Bleeding heart accomplice, a conservative executioner, blood red blues, no difference but the name. Gentrifiers starve the poor, then mock their culture on open mics of closed minds, blind to the actual significance of the cover song's lyrics. Sure, soul was manufactured by a soulless empire, by worker and hipsters serving iced latte.
They say cool things like, yeah, me too.
Writing was supposed to be the last sanctuary, the first and last freedom. Then words became offensive, as they should be. If a writer does not offend, then they have not told you their truth. I cannot write about fortune, but change. This is not the same story. This is not written to you, but for you. This is not a children's book, but maybe you should read it to them anyways. Maybe we should learn to think at an earlier age and not stop as we grow older. Wisdom numbs with age. Change or change or change or chains. Memorize routine of a worker ant. This is not our destiny, but the labor for another man's dream. We are building castles for evil kings. Pants dragon, so-called enemy of a timeless fairy tale. We, last remnants of humanity, endangered species without a sponsor, left for dead, right to life, heartbeat, spoken rhythm, old school, new times, an adaptation, far from the original. Our story is a comic book, characters played by extras, a generic elite, decoys for revolutionaries. The citizens have all gone mad, preemptive, pre-planned strategy to easily seize more rights. Some have already begun to hand in their weapons to the heavily armed who should never be trusted. Fire set in masses home. Damascus is a long way from Hollywood. The present erases the past far too late. Future update, flying cars will be replaced with chariots. A process, progress, stagnant. What happens when the lights go out? No signal, a calling's call forever dropped. A generation unforgiven for what they had been born into. Sleeper cells are popping. The TV told them to do it, then deny ever speaking to them. Should have packed a 9 without lunch. Sitting ducks defenseless. Unrelated laws passed senseless. We have welcomed the government in, and now they will never leave. Slavery was never supposed to be called free. Caffeine, nicotine, codeine, sugars and cream, language police, talking TVs, on your knees. All hail the next puppet, the synthetic god, the new age idol, the person of the year, man of the hour, woman of your dreams. What do you see when you gaze into an unfiltered mirror but flaws created by a society that doesn't know the true definition of beauty? We are not sold absolution. We are sold the idea to buy into the addiction of emptiness. Keep coming back, multi-contract. Keep your poor, well-trained fashionista. The world is in need of a makeover. They remold you into them, but they have forgotten to smile too. Medicine for your skin should be replaced with medicine for within. Heart and soul start to show the you are, not the you they be. Society, socially unacceptable. Mutants of a lost generation. Dear goddess, remember your name. Remember who you are. Dear goddess, your imperfections are perfect reminders of beauty marks the spot where heartbeats, romantic soundscapes lost within a world pictured when I closed my eyes and found you staring back at me smiling, speaking an unknown language called kindness, foreign in this previous world. Tomorrow's dream shall be simplistic, simple yet significant, sincere, sympathetic, a timeless waltz, our last dance to a song with no end, a love forever kept alive with hope, understanding, humbleness, retreat, determination, lions and lambs, lambs and lions. Night meets day on the eve of a new belief that I could tell someone exactly how I feel without the fear of judgment and only open arms. And our world can learn from this, but look at all the lonely people, at all the lonely people. They were lied to, and the truth is they do matter. The devil is in the details. The devil writes the details, and God's word goes unheard. And no matter what you call yourself, what we call ourselves, we all deserve to feel something other than hurt. They have confused us about us. We need to relearn, to re-clarify, to return to a time of clear mind and principle. Possible if large egos could just step aside, and pride can be a dangerous thing when practiced at the wrong time, like groups of Israelites dancing through Jerusalem, celebrating in the faces of the families of their victims, and Ukrainians' tears fill oceans, but no deeper than the blood of the Ukrainians' victims. Make no mistake, we are feeding a beast. We should be trying to teach our children how to kill. Heartbeats override war drums' beats, but it starts not with me, but you, and you, and you, and I love you. Let us keep compassion from becoming obsolete. We are no cure but our own disease. We are no cure but our own disease. We are no cure but our own disease.
Because I know what I've done.
Let's talk about what they are actually hiding.
Bankers in France and the United States made a fortune.
The global food price index is at the highest it's ever been. The food some of the poorest countries in the world rely on to survive have become scarce, unaffordable. All around the world, food prices are skyrocketing.
By organizations that are effectively funded by a CIA agency. They are then being fed to the media outlets that, as I have said, act as an extension of those intelligence agencies. What you have here is a genocide narrative that is being run across all media stations.